Well, hello friends. Today is Monday. This is the third one of these little sessions I'll be coming to you with since the Monday after Easter Sunday when I started these little talks. And today is a wonderful day. The sun is shining wonderfully well down here in Douglas, Georgia. My son-in-law Ralph Laborde came by earlier this morning and cut all the grass, and the grass is smelling good. You know, it's green and looking very good. It's about 2 acres here that he cut. He did that in about 3 hours. He's less than 3 hours. He's got one of those zero turn jobs. You know, it's got the two. I mean, he whoops it back and forth and does it in a hurry, and he does a good job. So just hand out to him on taking care of my yard here, Ralph. Looking good, man. Smelling good. Fresh, clean, green. God's earth. And we enjoy this breeze that's blowing now. It's just a cool, refreshing breeze. And just thankful today is the day the Lord has made, and we can appreciate it, looking at all His creation. Just when you look at a tree, for instance, no way that can just come from nowhere. There's a design and a purpose behind it, and all the leaves, if you just look at those leaves and the way they come forth and they just grow and materialize, to think that could come from nowhere is just ludicrous. God is the one who thought of all this. He has the absolute infinity of knowledge in His, well, He is knowledge. He is wisdom, and He is knowledge, and He knows all things. And what man does, he came along after he was created and got this little bit of intellect, and he discovers a few things that the Lord lets him discover. Then he becomes so wise in his own doing that he thinks he understands a lot of things. But before man was ever even anything, God had all this wisdom and all this knowledge, and He knew everything that there is. God knows everything from the farthest reach of the infinite edge of the universe right down to where we are. And He knows all the details of what went into the making of it. That's how He keeps things going. He said now He could see into the future when He was creating all this. Although there was not a future when He was creating it, He was just the now. He is just eternally existence. He is eternally existent in the now. He is in eternity. And everything with Him is now. But He made man and gave him a time frame to work around. And we live a certain amount of years, and then we go on. And then we become eternal. But in His mind, before He ever started doing anything, He knew all that was to be done. And since He's already in our future, He knows what's going to transpire down the road for us, because He is already there. We are going there, but we're in the process of getting there. And He knows it. He sees what we're going to do. So you wonder why He can tell you what's going to happen in the future before we even get there? It's because He is eternal. And eternal is the future. Eternal is the past. Eternal is the present. But we are on this time frame. We were born a while back. We're living this life right now. But we're moving on toward a period when we'll leave this life. But that's pretty simple to me. Why is it so complex? God knows the beginning from the end. He knows the end from the beginning, whichever you want to look at it. And He says 1,000 years with Him is as a day, and a day is as 1,000 years. In other words, He's not locked in a time. He's eternal. Only we have this time frame that He gave us so we could regulate our lives and have sense of moving on. But you know, your body was actually made in the beginning to live eternally. And if sin had not come in, and God had, if man had obeyed God as he was instructed to, don't eat of that tree there, everything else you have access to, but lay off of that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Well, that's a pretty simple thing. One little rule. And then so God gives man a woman. But after Eve was persuaded by the enemy of God, who is the devil, I won't get too deep here, but then Adam plunged right in with her. God had given her such beauty that Adam was unable to resist even her smile. I can imagine when he first saw her, after he woke up, after the rib was taken out, and God made this woman, perfect woman. Can you imagine? Wow, what could he say? But man, what this woman, what has God given me? Wow. I know when I saw my wife for the first time, that I recall, I was in the 8th grade, she was in the 7th grade. I was in school up on a stage, and she was down in the chairs in the audience area. I saw her. She rung a bell in my heart, and I'll never forget her. The way she looked, she was the cutest little, sweetest, prettiest little thing I'd ever seen. I just couldn't keep my eyes over her. So I can only imagine what Adam thought when he saw Eve, the very perfect woman. Of course, Diane's pretty close to perfect now. She's a beauty. She always has been a beauty. She's the one who won my heart. That didn't even try. I mean, she just won it. And God put it there. And we've had a very, very productive, happy life. And I'm so thankful that God made me up with her. I'm getting into the 7:36. I'm getting on into the too long scene here, so I'm going to cut it short. But I want to just tell you, today is the day the Lord made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it, and just have a good time. So I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time? I hope you are. God is always good. I'm going to get more serious about this thing a little bit later, and I'm going to do some real solid question and answer type stuff. And I've also been requested to do a little tune, little playing. Well, I have this problem in my body which is called gout. And look at this little finger. It's an ugly little thing right here, because and that little fingers are one of the main things when you're working your guitar, playing your guitar. But I can't do it like I should do it, but I'm going to try to do a little bit. So I'm going to play a few tunes and put them on here, and be watching out for that if you're interested. And might do a little singing, might do a little country and western, might do a little Christian, might do an abundance of different kind of things. And we'll see where it goes. I like you. I love you. God bless you today. May your day be one of the best you ever had. May you look forward to the future with anticipation, knowing that the best is yet to come. Because when we leave here and go on into where the Lord dwells on that heavenly plane, and we begin to meet our loved ones and have that grand, glorious reunion that is coming forth, then will life truly begin. Take care, and I'll see you next time. So George Goodroe signing off. Adios.